This is Freddie Williams. I'm finally getting a little bit of free time that I can answer a few of these questions. So thank you for being patient, and I'm going to try to knock a few of these out in a row. So let's see. The next question is from TrueBeliever001, and it asks, how detailed are the scripts you receive from the authors, and how much of the layout, the design of the comic is actually my own imagination? So that's a good question, and it really varies from author to author. Currently I'm working on JSA All-Stars, and the writer for that is Matt Sturgis, and he and I work very collaboratively. We work kind of in the Marvel method or the plot method, where he has an idea of where the arc of maybe 4 or 5, 6 issues are going to go. He kind of plots that out in like a paragraph form, and then he and I will talk about it over the phone and discuss maybe if I have some suggestions for the plot or for the pacing or some of the issue breaks or something, and then he'll email me like a brief breakdown of either page by page or maybe a group of pages, a chunk of pages, and this won't have necessarily have panel breakdowns or anything. It might say like pages 5 through 10, the All-Stars fight against whoever, and then it'll be up to me to kind of take it from there. So and then after I do roughs, then I send them to him, and he starts working on dialogue based on kind of like expressions and body language and that sort of thing. So that's on one end of the spectrum, where it's pretty loose and very collaborative, and I really enjoy that. And then the other end of the spectrum would be full scripts, and an author whom I've never worked with but would love to, Alan Moore. I've seen reprinted in books or online some of his scripts, and without exaggeration, it's not uncommon for him to have 2 or 3 Microsoft Word document pages per page of comic book, where he's so detailed in the script that he's almost drawing the script with words. And so somewhere in the middle is probably where you would see most of the comic book scripts that you as aspiring pencilers or whatever might end up working on. There are sample scripts that you can find online to give you a better idea, but generally it goes something like this. It'll say at the top of the page, page 5, however many panels it would be, 5, 6, 7 panels, and then underneath that it'll break down each panel. It won't necessarily say the camera angle or the mood or something. Those things can be included depending on if the writer has a good idea of what they want to include. And then usually, though, there's some back and forth a little bit on when the artist is doing layouts or roughs, depending on how open the author is and the editor are, for the artist to vary some pacing, so that they might add a few more panels to kind of stretch out a moment, or they might take away a little bit to make the moments happen faster or bigger moments. So it really depends. A great resource to look that sort of thing up in would of course be online first, because it's free and it's fast. Aside from that, there's the DC Comics Guide to Writing Comics, written by Denny O'Neil. It's very good, and it shows some sample plots all the way through to the full script, so that would give a better idea. So thank you, TrueBeliever001. That was a great question, and stick around. I'll have some more answers in just a minute.